Hey guys, Spud here, and today I wanted to make a quick and dirty video to show off some of the new improvements in the latest DCS World update. Now, this video is coming a little bit late since I had my head buried in creating the review video for Reflected's upcoming Red Flag 81-2 campaign. But some of these updates are so fantastic and so fundamental that they just make a huge difference. And I'm sure you can see that first difference right off the bat here. We can see that our HUD is no longer blurred by the heat blur effect of the F16 off of our nose here, which is such a small, nearly imperceptible change that you may not even notice it unless you had been really taking a careful look at the change logs in the latest DCS World update. But it's one of those small things that makes a big difference when it comes to realism and just graphical fidelity in the game as a whole, because it was a little bit odd that something external to the aircraft was blurring your HUD. And so as you were taxiing down the taxiway or lining up on the runway, you'd always have that heat blur effect messing up and blurring your HUD regardless of aircraft type. F-15E, F-A-18, F-16, the LCOS of the F-4, whatever it is. And just kind of one of those really funky, weird things. And I actually think it'd be kind of interesting for Eagle Dynamics to give us, the fans, an explanation as to why it was doing that. The only thing I can think of is that to get the very good and proper HUD effect that we have in DCS that allows, you know, the HUD to look realistic and behave in a realistic manner, such as we move our head around here, that the only way they could get that to actually happen was to render the symbology and artwork of the HUD itself external to the aircraft. But that is just a guess in the dark, and rendering that HUD artwork external to the aircraft would make it susceptible to being blurred by the heat blur effect of the engines of the jets in DCS.
Airborne.
But like I said, just a shot in the dark here, and we're just kind of riffing off the cuff. But let's hop up into the air here for our large exercise over the NTTR and look at some of the new tack turn capabilities of the AI. Which, hopefully, these AI changes will make a big difference for single-player campaigns, and the AI won't be slamming the stick around, trying to shake you off their wing all the time. Alrighty guys, we're now up in the skies over the NTTR for a little demonstration of the new tack turn system added with the latest update. So, we'll be using some cardinal directions today. Right now, we're currently cruising south at a heading of 180 degrees. And we'll go ahead and tell our wingman to do a 90 left. Small tack turns, and 90 left, go. And once he has his nose pointed at us, we'll start our turn. There we go. And we're going to make our turn to 090 degrees, and he should be in combat spread once again off of our left wing this time. 10 degrees to go. There it is. There's 90. And if we look over our left wing, there he is right there in a perfect combat spread once again. So let's go ahead and demonstrate this with myself on the outside of the turn, so that way we can show that the AI can do both sides of it. So we'll go ahead and go for a 90 left once again. So flight, small tack turns, 90 left, go. So I'm going to initiate the turn, and we're going to finish at a heading of 360 due north this time. And as I start to come nose on, there we go. Our wingy is going to start to do his thing. Went a little bit past 360 there, trying to keep an eye on our wingman. But there we go. He's doing a pretty darn good job of it. And this is a very cool new addition to be able to make single-player missions a lot more immersive and realistic when it comes to the way fighter jets maneuver through the combat environment. And it will also allow for an elevation of how players fly in DCS World Multiplayer, because they'll be able to get a grasp of how tack turns work and tack formations work in single player and build up their confidence there and then move it over to the multiplayer arena. So, I hope you guys enjoyed this video taking a look at two of the very cool new core additions to DCS World. I wanted to make this video to kind of show off the fact that ED is still very much working on the core, even if you would never get that idea from looking at some corners of the internet. And also, if you guys want me to make a full tutorial on tack turns, both for single player and or multiplayer, please let me know in the comment section down below. Don't want to do too much explaining here to keep this video short and sweet. So thank you ED for always updating the core of DCS World. It is very much appreciated by us, the player base. Thanks guys, fly safe out there, and enjoy this beautiful game.